Hello, how's everybody today? It's really funny because I always seem to use the same line whenever I start my videos, so I apologize if it's starting to sound a little too generic. But anyway, I understand I haven't done a video in a couple weeks. Actually, you know what? It's actually going on almost a month. And it's because I've been busy. I always say that. I really should refrain from saying the same thing over and over again every time I make a video. It's just I'm not able to, I've already explained this before, but make videos as regularly as I was once able to. But today I actually got some time off from doing work, and I decided that, yeah, okay, this is what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's enough. I shouldn't apologize. I just feel like I owe you guys an explanation about the intervals of the videos. But anyway, today today was interesting because I got the day off from school, but that doesn't mean because I got to stay home, and that didn't mean that I wasn't going to do anything at all today. I ended up finishing up a report for school. It's a final research paper about Asperger's syndrome because it was a signing class, and I'm doing it for psychology. Anyway, I just finished that up today. Ooh, I apologize. But anyway, I finished that up today, and then I was going to go down in the basement and start clearing things out. Because the weather's getting warmer, it's good to go through stuff and see what you can keep and what stuff you don't want, you think you can get rid of. It's like a spring cleaning. I guess it's getting that. Actually, you know what? I think it is considered spring yet. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But I guess it's almost spring. So you know, do the spring cleaning. But anyway, I was doing that a little bit earlier, and I came across some interesting stuff because my parents have a lot of really interesting historical stuff from their travels, things that they've gotten through the years, etc. And I came across some things that were interesting, and I'm going to show you them one by one. And they're all sharp items, they're all knives or whatever. I don't know if they're called swords or daggers. But this first part, okay, this first piece, if I could ever get it untangled. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. The first piece I found in the basement is this. I don't know if you guys can see it well enough or not. But this is actually a nice sheath, actually, made of leather. But anyway, this is like a knife, which is probably for diving, I'm guessing, like scuba diving. Maybe you can see the ridges on the one side. There's not really much of a point at all. I don't think it's there for stabbing. I think it's just for cutting lines and such for scuba diving. I'm guessing this was obtained by my father back in the past when he did a lot of skydiving and scuba diving and stuff like that. And this is probably what he used when he went scuba diving. But I thought it was an interesting thing because you really don't see these very often that much anymore. And it looks pretty big for a knife. Okay, the next thing is actually quite old. It's this. And it's made of cast iron and some wood here. And this is actually from, from the war. One of the wars. I think it's World War II. And this was actually on one of the swords. Well, not swords. It was on one of the rifles. As you can tell from here, this is where it mounted onto the musket or rifle. I'm guessing it's either World War II or World War I. I'm just guessing here. I don't really know exactly what the date is. But it looks like it was one of those things that went onto when the rifle still had the mounts for the stabbing, the swords. But when you open it up, see? And you got the lines right there. If you can see it, I don't know how well you can see it, but you can see the grooves right here. And this is the oil from, that's just to keep it oily. But I bet this has got one hell of an edge on it, so I wouldn't want to stab myself. But I thought this was pretty cool. You don't really see these very often in normal homes. I'm not quite sure where my father got hold of this. But it is pretty neat. Alright. The next one is another one, and this one looks like it's a little bit older. Made of complete cast iron. I don't know if you can see it okay or not. My camera isn't the best one in the world, so hopefully you can get a basic idea of what I'm holding. But anyway, again, you see the thing on here where you can mount this onto a rifle. And I'm guessing this is probably around the same time period, or maybe even a little bit older. The reason why this is probably a little bit older is because it looks older, but I guess that doesn't mean anything bad, you know. Let's open it up. Okay, here you can see the grooves. I know I can. I don't know if you guys can. Can you see the groove? Yeah, it's pretty neat. I wouldn't want to get stabbed. Actually, right here it says copper cab. Copper GmbH. Maybe the blade is made of copper. I wish these things had dates. I wish I knew more about them. I'm going to have to ask my father when I see him, and maybe when I do find some more information on this, I'll make another video with some additional information. As long as it interests you guys, if you want to hear more. Okay. This one probably isn't as old or even as important than the other ones. It's like a little small pocket knife kind of thing with a little small sheath. So it looks pretty neat. Yeah, this one doesn't have much of a blade. And it says, what does it say on this? Minfolk USA. So this is just American. I think this is probably one of the knives my father used when he was in the Boy Scouts, and among some of the ones he used back then. But I thought this was an interesting looking knife. You know, it's old, but I guess it's American, so it's probably not worth anything too special. Probably sentimentally, my dad likes it that way, but when it comes to monetary sense, I don't think it's probably worth much of anything. But it's pretty cool to look at. Hold on, I need to snap this back in. There we go. Oh, Christ. This is really being a pain, so I apologize. Just give me a minute. I'll need to... there we go. Alright, these last three look like these were obtained by my father and my mother when they went to the Amazon. Now, they got a lot of interesting stuff on there in the Amazon. I believe they also got this right here, this wooden thing from when they were there, and maybe even possibly this rug thing, if you can see it over here. I'm not sure that it's actually visible in the video, but I know you could probably see this wooden thing. This is pretty neat. They keep it on the wall. Anyway, this is another thing. This is one of the sword or a dagger, or I know it's definitely not a knife, but it's something that was actually, it does tell you. It's not the Amazon. I thought this one did come from the Amazon. I'm sorry, I'm not right. No, this actually came from India. It's actually marked. Okay. This is Indian. I really like the sheath and the coloring. But anyway, look at that. It's probably for hunting. I don't know if it's ever been used. Maybe it has. It does have some little wear on it, but that's maybe because it's got some age to it. But it looks like a pirate's sword. I just thought it was interesting. I'm gonna actually have to ask my father more about when he got this. Is this marked? No. But I'm guessing I'm not going to make any assumptions. Either Amazonian or maybe Indian. I'm not sure. But again, this is completely wood carving. It looks like it was probably done handmade. And the blade, the hilt. Not the blade, but the hilt. And it's the same style blade, so I'm guessing maybe it's Indian as well. And I got one last one. This one is hand carving again. Looks like a fish. It's actually carved like the head and the tails of a fish. So you can tell here's the head. Completely wooden carving. Yeah, there's some better light there. And then there's this tail. Pretty neat, but this looks like it's got two parts to it. Okay, looks like it's steak, kind of like a cooking kit. I'm guessing this is probably maybe not even real. Maybe it's, or maybe it is. It's just something that, I don't know. But it looks like it's one of those steak kind of things. And and a little dagger. Pretty neat. Let's see if I can better close up of the way it was carved. It's pretty neat how that was done. But anyway, this is just some of the things that I found in the basement while I was going through some things and getting rid of stuff that we don't need and just organizing and making things neat that we do need, still want to keep. But anyway, there's just some few historical bits and pieces. And I just wanted to share it to you guys just because I think it's neat, and if I can find any more additional information about the history of these things, I will, but for my own purposes. But I will make another video with some more historical background, only if you guys are interested. I don't know what your interest level is, if this was interesting or not. But if it was, I'm really happy that it was, and hopefully you're enjoying the video. And maybe there will be a second video with more information. But anyway, I just wanted to show you this, like I already said before. And let's see, anything else going on? Other than this, just finishing up my semester. And then I'll have one more semester to go and I'm done with my degree. I just got to do an internship in one other class. Other than that, anything else new and going on? Oh yeah, a little bit of a follow-up for my last video. Last video I explained I had some car trouble. Well, I got the coil fixed then, but guess what happened afterwards? I had to take it right back to the dealer because my instrument cluster actually stopped working right, and so here I was driving around not knowing how fast I was going or how many RPMs. The speedometer and the tachometer stopped working. So here I am driving around, and the needles for the speedometer and the tachometer are all on 0. So I had no idea how fast I was going. So basically I was, for about a week and a half or so before I could get my car looked at, I was driving, guessing how fast I was going. I was really lucky that I didn't get pulled over. I mean, I have a general feel of what 30 miles an hour and 60 is. But you never know. You can't be completely right. It's probably around in the same ballparks, but maybe not completely right. But anyway, I had to get the instrument cluster fixed, and wow, that was expensive. Just to have it installed was $800, and the labor was $150. So there goes almost $1,000. It's freaking insane, you know. But for now, there's nothing wrong with the vehicle. Everything's fine. So I'm happy about that. But anyway, it was nice to talk to you guys again. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I very much appreciate it that you watched it. And alright, I'll be looking forward to making another video when I have a chance to. And thank you all for being my friends here on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and have a good night. Goodbye.